Where you live is the most important decision you will make in your life. If you are not directly and intentionally thinking about this decision, you are a moron. It is going to decide so many things in your life. And if you just, stay in the place that you're born without actually thinking about moving and the opportunities that may come if you move, you're making a big mistake, right? Where you live is going to cover so many things in your life. It's going to cover who you're around, right? It's going to cover your dating pool. It's going to cover the prices you're dealing with, how much money you're saving and therefore investing. It's going to cover your job opportunities, what time zone you're in, right? As well as it's also going to go through things like the actual place and what you're dealing with, right? The weather, right? If you're in a fucking cold country, and you're just dealing with it and you don't like it, you have the ability to change that, right? You have the ability to change your taxes, these types of things. So where you live, where you base is obviously a super important decision if it's going to cover all of these factors, right? So if it's going to cover these factors, it's going to change these variables. Why are you not thinking about it, right? Because for you to just stay where you're born or where your hometown is or where your family is, like, that's not enough of a reason to stay there. Now, if you're from the West and you're staying in there, and we're talking about these opportunities like taxes, dating pool, prices, it literally becomes a no fucking brainer to leave, right? So, weigh up what you like, weigh up what life you want according to the things I just listed out, and actually write down and think about and intentionally plan where you think you should base most of the year, or where you think you should live depending on what your interests are or what your goals are. You have all these goals in mind, or you have this life that you want, but you haven't even ticked off the first box of getting your environment right. The biggest factor with this is your network and your environment, where you actually are, who you're surrounded by. Most people in the West are just fucking absolutely filled with fear. So you'll find the excuses as to why it won't work, right? They'll never tell you about the benefits of when it does work or why it could work though, right? So just these little things that add up and compound are going to change your whole trajectory of life and how you live and how good it's going to be. But if you just change this one decision in the beginning, you're going to get there a lot quicker. You're going to make your life so much better, and basically be able to reach your goals quicker. If you add it all up, it makes sense, and this is part of the reason why I left Australia. Australia is a cool place. It's safe, really nice beaches, kind of a good lifestyle in general. But at the end of the day, it's in the West. They're woke as fuck, right? There's too many rules. The taxes are super high. The prices are fucking stupid. Your lifestyle is not that great. You need a car. It's not convenient. You're around dickheads that have no goals, no ambition. They're just living the same old life, the same shit, 9 to 5, get fucked up on the weekend, talk about other people, talk about sports. What life is that, right? It's a no-brainer to leave. You want to go back to your hometown. If you like other places that don't feel these requirements, you can just go back on holiday, right? But if you're fucking serious about changing your life and you really want to live something worthwhile, grow, and just reach that whole next level, you need to fucking leave and get somewhere where it feels off those boxes. Personally, I chose Paraguay, right? For me, it just made sense. It's cheap, it's good weather, right? Tax option, a great base. It's on American time zone, which helps a lot with running businesses or job opportunities. You're around G's. There's a tax option here. So who else is here? Guys that are trying to move their fucking tax, right? If they're trying to move their tax, why are they trying to move their tax? They're probably making a lot of money, right? There you go. So you're around guys that are making money online. They're actually doing it, right? I'm running into multiple entrepreneurs all the time. 20, 30, 40 different ways of making money online. Do you think I'm sitting there thinking, oh shit, like how could this guy make money, or how can I make money? No. My problem is there's too many ways to make money. I need to fucking pick one, right? I need to focus on one and strategize. So if your mindset doesn't go from, oh, I don't know if it's true, I don't know if it's real, it's holy shit, there's like so many ways to make money, it's all real, these guys are actually doing it, they're all talking about it, they're showing me it, which one do I pick, right? So there's that as well. But yes, 4 to 6 months, I'm going to base in Paraguay because it ticks off all these boxes. I choose to live here. I don't have to live here for tax requirements or residency requirements. I only really have to be here once every 3 years, right? So the fact that I'm choosing to live here and it has all the other benefits that we just spoke about, it's insane, right? Usually when it comes to moving taxes, going to a lower priced country, you know, having these things that you want, whether it's a better dating pool, usually there's an opportunity cost. Usually you have to sacrifice a few things. Paraguay, you're not sacrificing shit, right? So if you're interested in leaving, maybe you're interested about Paraguay, watch my other videos about Paraguay. I've got heaps. If you're interested in the residency option, DM me on Instagram. I can lead you in the right direction when it comes to that so you don't get fucked over. And that's about it. Put any questions in the comments below. I'm happy to help you out. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.